Welcome from the White Bear Lake High School as the Andover Huskies advance to quarterfinal play tonight and taking on Edina Hornets. The Hornets come in with an overtime win over Eden Prairie. I'm Joe Rulin, along with Jim Childs, and this is AO only, or audio only, coming your way, and it's a pleasure to bring you this exciting quarterfinal play, Jim. Both teams kind of different paths, but good level of talent for both.
Yeah, this is an exciting group. I think you're going to see both teams come in only 2 losses each, and the Edina Hornets have only lost to Wayzata, and of course the Andover, their 2 losses were to Maple Grove, who won yesterday, and will have the opportunity to move on to the semifinals against Woodbury, who just recently won, and then also Osseo. So real solid, both teams real solid, and it should be a great night tonight.
Well, you've got certainly one of the players that I think everyone's going to be keeping an eye on, and that is based around the Andover Huskies, and that is Baraka Tarleton. He's got 3 game-winning goals, 14 goals on a season. But tonight I have a hunch as he goes, the Huskies go, because there's no other player with his level of athleticism. And as he moves between the boxes, he's a tough guy to cover.
Yeah, right now he's 17th in the state in goals, 9th in assists, 4th in game-winning goals, and 6th in shots on goal. So he's the entire package, and he's great defensively too. So will be great to watch him tonight.
And as you look at it as well, looking at some of these statistics as well, you're looking at forced fouls and calls, and certainly Tarleton leads the team, or one of the leaders, with 45 forced calls, and he's just one of those players that attracts a lot of the other team. They're going to do everything they can, even if it requires a foul. Maybe, I hate to say it, but some of those yellow that may come out as well, but he draws a lot of attention, and so therefore you're starting to see some of the other players pick it up. I see some of the players that are also trending for the Huskies. That includes number 6, Schrader. He has 2 goals, 2 assists in the postseason. Casasa also has 3 goals, 2 assists. That's in the postseason. And then Bammy, he picked up the game-winning goal in the section win over Blaine. He has 2 goals, 2 assists, and Schrader picked up the assist on that game-winning goal in that first period. And Jim, we also had a chance to get down to the field and speak with Coach Andy Lynch a little bit. We talked about what is it about the Huskies jumping out to those early leads. In fact, they have outscored their opponents 24-2 in that first half.
Yeah, interesting on how they talked about, how Coach Lynch talked about it starts in practice, and they get after it during practice, and they're not going to warm up for 45 minutes and then play, and they want that to transfer to the game, which I think is awesome. I think it's a real nice coaching stripe by Coach Lynch.
Well, you've got Andover, who's come in. He's meant to be 14-2-2, but it's also 55 goals scored. They're averaging 3 goals per game. But the other component is that defensively, they have a great back line, and they have an all-state keeper that I think tonight that's the difference.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, that whole defense is run through Eklund, and Eklund has been just does a great job of directing. They've got 2 nice defenders on the wings, and very, very solid back line.
Edina, meanwhile, a team that 19 games under their belt. They have scored 24 goals. Very stingy. They've just surrendered 12 goals. So their approach tonight, and kind of in a formation, it's going to be based on how they can respond to this goal. But typically you're going to see Edina in the 3-5-2. And you know that they're going to be tracking Tarleton, number 1, and then trying to get some shots and maybe some through balls, so they can maybe try to get some one-on-ones, 1v1s versus Meyer and strike early.
Yeah, and Coach Dave Jensen has been the coach there for 37 years. This is not his first rodeo. In fact, he has brought to this Edina Hornets team to the state tournament 12 times, and he has 4 titles. Yeah, very, very good coach. They were here last year, champions in 2019, and they're really one of the best programs in the state. And so marking number 8 is going to be a project. It's tough for anybody, but they understand that that's one of the duties they need to have.
And the other key component to keep an eye on is those set plays. We talked about them last week during the Andover win over Blaine, but the amount of opportunities they've had for corner kicks this season, I think Ryan Schrader had it up around 110 for Andover, unable to convert all but about maybe 2 or 3. So I know they spent some time on those set pieces. But the other side of that story is that they hold possession of the ball. They just don't give it up. So the other side is that the opposing teams that they face, I believe the number was close to about maybe 30 corner kicks.
They're good at the little things and keeping possession, and we'll see if they can come out running right from the start, like they've done last week against Blaine in the sectional final when they were able to score that first goal and only goal.
Well, top goal scorer for Edina this season thus far has been Jackson Parrish. He's got 6 goals. They don't score a lot of goals. They love to trap. You're going to see some activity going here. You may see a quick cross from Edina on a quick throw-in, but they'll try to score quickly if they can. But otherwise, this will be a great matchup. An explosive Andover Husky teams with 55 goals. Here's a quick look at the brackets as we get a look at how they arrived. Meanwhile, Wayzata has already defeated St. Michael Albertville. You can see the winner of this game will take on Wayzata. That'll be on the 1st and at U.S. Bank. Meanwhile, Maple Grove a winner today. They were number 1 in the state most of the way over Rochester. And then the Woodbury-Rosemont game is ready to go, and we're ready to go here. Just underway. This is audio only, so Jim and I are going to be trying to bring this to you in more of a radio type of delivery as the first throw-in is going to be awarded to Edina. They'll throw it upfield. Schrader there goes up high, but Eklund there tried to control. Edina moving it down low, and you'll see a chance here for the Huskies as Seyfert here tries to control back. Now a throw-in that's going to come to Ryan Ott. Ryan Ott on down the line. Eklund sticks a foot in there, disrupts it high. Now it's down to about the 10. And now lifted high and deep by the Huskies. Huskies, so you have that visual at home, moving left to right. They're in the white uniforms. Edina is the home team since they came in as a higher seed, and they're in the green. Far side of the field, you see some activity going there, Jim.
Yeah, a couple of things from just some aesthetics. Andover's hair, not to be outdone by the hockey team or the baseball team, is in purple or pink, and so they've got the same karma that hopefully the hockey team had.
Quick chance now coming near the top of the box, getting ready to put a shot on. Now dropping it back to the top of the 18. Moving it, reversing field now. Edina, they'll chip a shot on and trying to redirect coming inside on the doorstep on the back door that time by Edina. It's lifted over the top of the goal. You could see the all-state goalie, Nolan Meyer, ready for that. And I'll tell you, tonight more than everything else, you're going to see that poise and just I think what the key role of the keeper that can play tonight.
Yeah, really nice cross pass from Tommy Sieve.
Throw in now for Andover. They're quickly moving it down the field. A roll back down, and now just missing Eklund, but landing there on the foot of Aminga. Aminga moves it out wide, top of the box at the 18. Drop back again. Bammy had it there momentarily. Now it's lifted back up and out near a header by Edina. Puts it back to about the 15 where the Huskies jump that pass. And coming in, making that move here is William Van Geem. Defensively in possession now. Tarleton, look out. A far side run and a chance there on a collision just inside near the 6. Redirected back out. And Edina moves it up the field, then they deflect it out. It'll be a throw-in here for the Huskies, and that'll be Simon Jacobs on the throw-in on the far side of the field at about the 35.
Yeah, Bammy with some just excellent speed out on the wing. Here
Moving it downside. Here's a chance on a run. Nice play defensively there by Edina, far side of that field. And sometimes tough to see that number on that far side. Throw in. Comes back to Edina. Opening minutes. This the quarterfinals. State tournament coming your way from White Bear Lake. Gorgeous facility here. The winners of the games that are played here now advance to U.S. Bank. We saw in the girls' game, it was Edina, I believe it was a 4-0 win over Centennial just before this game transpired. A run down low, a little nudge. We're going to get a foul there, and it's going to be a free kick for the Huskies. You're looking to see how much, we saw it from Blaine. They like to get a bit physical as much as they can, and of course Tarleton draws a lot of fouls. Now here comes Edina on a rush. Inside, there's a shot and a save made. Meyer extended out, and a quick reflex save there for the All-State keeper. The result, it'll be a corner kick opportunity. Now for Edina, the first corner kick opportunity for either team.
Yeah, nice give and go there by Twill and Gary for Edina. And really the offense, the defense needed to step up and just, you know, it seems like every open ball Edina is getting to before the Huskies.
Here it is, the corner trying to redirect at the 6th, lunging out. I don't think he got a piece of that, so it'll be a goal kick awarded to the Huskies, and so they've thwarted the first corner kick opportunity tonight has Andover. Again, they come into the mark of 14-2-2. They've put up 55 goals on the season, and 24-2 is what they've outscored their opponents here in the first half. Meyer takes the goal kick, lifts this all the way down after the header to about the 30. Circling back, Tarleton tries to get into that fray as he works so well between the boxes. A strong player, and here comes Edina down. A pass there disrupted by Seifert. Throw in goes now back to Edina, and that'll be their top goal scorer getting ready to throw this in. That is Ryan Ott. Now bringing it down, trying to reverse field is Edina. They try to move with kind of a one-touch technique. There's Tarleton picking it up, tries to maneuver around the defense near the 50-yard line, the midfield of a rotation on field. You see also Andover thus far as they get a throw in here at about their own 40-yard line. They're really trying to reverse field and try to find some gaps in that Edina Hornets play on that field. Edina in a 3-5-2 formation, going down, tough spill there, but getting right back up. Dealey.
Free kick for Andover. Andover's, like you said, they're trying to reverse the field, but they just need to settle the ball and work to the open spots. Edina's obviously, the Lake Conference is a tough conference to play in. And they're showing a little bit more about what they're about.
Eklund getting ready here to approach. Carter Eklund sends this one high near the 6. Rebound coming in, loose ball, setting up inside the 18 and near the 6. A step, certainly a good scoring opportunity that time as Schrader here picks it out of midair and sends it back down, trying to settle the ball and move it around here. Aminga down low, fighting back. Bammy to the far side. He's in a race to the ball. He'll get there first, try to put it off the defender to get that corner. And they'll award the corner for the Huskies. Yes, the first corner kick of the evening for the Huskies. Here's a big chance as Eklund heads down to set up the corner. Again, they've got guys who can elevate in that box, and that 6 does Andover. And I'm going to watch that back door to see if Tarleton gets in the fray there. This one moves way beyond the box. And again, that stat we had at the beginning was not able to convert. If they just even think about converting maybe a tenth of those opportunities, that certainly chips in for more goals. That ball on that corner all the way through the box, and it was a throw-in awarded. Huskies trying to get it free. Now continuing to dig at it, and they are looking for here. Eklund turns, fires, tries to go low, hits traffic at about the 6. A header brought in. Eklund again sends it back to about the 30, and Huskies are close inside that box. They try to get it to Tarleton down the line. It's going to be a throw-in. The Huskies quickly going to try to convert this throw-in here on the pass.
Yeah, the last rush they had a couple of hand calls possibly that the Huskies were looking for. Not called, and it was within the box.
Throw into Tarleton. He traps it, sets it down. Eklund now rotates into the field to the far side. Moving it by that time and losing possession that time on the transfer. A turnover there for the Huskies on the far side by Jacobs, but they get it right back on that throw. And a chance here for Edina as they try to muscle their way around midfield. Too far, too fast, and out of the reach time of the Edina midfielder in Lindbergh. Throw in now once again for the Huskies. It's to Eklund. Eklund back defensively. He steers up. Seifert has it there. Looks like they want to reverse field one more time. Van Giem, kind of the key core defensive backline player. And here comes Eklund. Full head of steam. He's trying to get a through ball. Good spinner and good bend pass that time. Just missing on Aminga, trying to get through. Here's Tarleton. Tarleton down the line, near line here, inside the box to the 18. Looking, trying to find an opening there. And Casasso that time unable to get possession on the pass from Tarleton. Now on the transfer back, transition time here. A counter attack coming from Edina. Edina now moves it to about the 20 far side, disrupting that nice play by Simon on the far side of the field. Edina comes up with the loose ball, far side, back at about the 20. Now a pass near the 18. Diffused on that attempt, and now a counterattack coming away for the Huskies. We're just 10 minutes in. A fast-moving first half here as we have no score this quarterfinal. A through ball attempt that time on the break, trying to connect with Casasa. Trying to work it down the line. Edina back upfield. Inside the 18, and Edina will send this with a left foot kick to about the 45-yard line. A header back in, gets a tough carom, and now it's back again to Eklund. We're going to get a free kick for the Huskies as Edina whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it looks like the nerves have really settled for the Huskies, and really they're starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here after about the first 5 minutes of the game.
I feel like I am too,
yeah,
Jim.
You
really
sound,
trying to get into
like
that cadence and that rhythm.
Yeah, you sound good, Joe. Just telling you right now.
Eklund now throws it about the 6 on that free kick. Loose ball still not under control. It's going to be a corner for the Huskies. Let's see if they can better locate this corner. Instead of doing a flyby and missing a net, and let's see if they've got this thing mapped out here and set as Eklund goes back to the corner. No score here in the opening half. Quarterfinal play. Eklund sends this one a line drive, easy to block and trap, and sent back upfield as Edina makes that a very easy transition. He didn't get the height. It only went about chest high. The defender stepped in front of that goal, probably 2-3 yards before the goal itself, and trapped it, set it on the ground, and moved it. But right now you're seeing the Huskies control the play really more and more. On the far side of the field, a bouncing one hop got gathered in by the keeper for the Edina Hornets, and Austin that time picks it up, the senior keeper. You mentioned it was a close overtime win for Edina over Eden Prairie to advance in the section championship matchup last week. Edina tries to move it down quick. Gotta love the pace of this game. Untied to 18, now then Moving it in now near the 6, and it's sent out of play. It'll be a throw-in awarded to Edina as they try to get a little mojo going here with 27 minutes remaining here in this first half.
Yeah, really, the so far keeping it scoreless was Meyer's save on that one quick give and go by Edina and keeping it scoreless.
Throw in here, but the 6, a header that's sent right back out. It'll be a throw-in awarded at about the 25-yard line here for Edina. Glad to bring you this high-level high school soccer quarterfinal matchup. Moving it there now, looking to pull the trigger on that shot. Move down to the, they're going to call a whistle here. Wow. Are they going to call the free kick outside? They will. They'll call, so a free kick is going to be set up here for Edina. It's going to come at the top of the circle on the 18. 26 minutes to go. Getting ready to make the strike is number 10, Jackson Pears, leading the team with 6 goals. Making that wall, setting it up, are the Huskies. Again, top of the 18, Parrish approaches the ball and strikes it over the top, way beyond, midway up through the uprights. Golden opportunity there. I thought that might be bring it, something he may try to chirp, maybe get a rebound or chip in.
Yeah.
But he can, unless he's trying out for the varsity football team, I don't think that was one they want. But it is midfield now back for Andover on the transition, trying to counterattack. Schrader moving it down below, and that pressure from Schrader forced us, Edina, just to kick it out of play. So a throw-in to Casasa. Casasa moves it into the 18. Loose ball there. Tarleton comes over to help. Now coming over and trying to disrupt that. Edina defensively. At the 18 again. Look out. This rolls out of play, and who are they going to award it to? They'll award it to Edina. I think that might have gone off Casasa. And they'll refuel here.
Yeah, Edina's done a nice job of marking Tarleton. He's got somebody on him pretty much anywhere within the boxes.
Throwing now. It's captured there. Andover now. It's Tarleton. Moving it down now. Casasa. Casasa has it kicked free. Good hustle by Edina. Then it's knocked out off of Casasa. Out of play. Throw-in awarded to the Edina Hornets. A team that plays very consistent, but, not necessarily a wide-open offensive approach. Here comes Edina that time on a through ball. It hit on the 6 and then just too fast, too rapid there for Casasa to catch up. It's going to be a goal kick awarded to the Hornets. And, Jim, this is a spectacular night for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Late in October.
No wind. Yeah, it's beautiful.
No wind at all.
Yep. Yeah, nice job by Eklund. Eklund's really controlled that middle and been able to try to get those through balls and creating those opportunities for the Huskies.
A goal kick there from Onsen. That goes beyond midfield. Now it's controlled on the near side here by the Huskies. Looks like they want to rotate that field, but they're going to kick it back instead to Meyer. Meyer moves it up. Now to the 18 on out for the Huskies. Seifert sends this one down the field, finds a gap. You get a nice carom off this turf, and then a header. I thought that was going to land right on the foot of Casasa that time. Casasa will make a run down, as will Schrader. Schrader now down to the corner, and Edina maybe looking to turn and maybe put it off of Schrader, but Schrader does a good job of pressuring, not making anything easy for the Edina defense. Good job and settling that ball for Eklund at about the 35. He dishes it off to Tarleton. Tarleton to the far side. Over to Simon. Simon fakes upfield, now goes downfield, and then Edina tried to send it out. They do. In fact, I might have gone off of one of the Husky players. A throw-in is awarded. At 22 minutes remaining here in this first half. No score. The Huskies, keep in mind, a team that can really punch those goals out in that first period. In fact, they have outscored their opponents 24-2 in the first half.
You know, I see an advantage for the Huskies right now. Bambi, I think, is much faster than the defense on the left side. I think that's an opportunity for the Huskies to take advantage.
Throw in here. I don't know if it's going to be foul whistle. The free kick now for Edina. Where are they going to take that kick? Probably about close to the 45. The Edina 45 near midfield. They'll move them back now another 5 yards. Getting ready now, and every possession is so critical, and these free kicks as well, as they line up near the 18. This one is struck by the Hornets forward at about the 20. That allows the Huskies to try to disrupt things defensively. It goes down the line and gathered in there to the side, trying to get around, pitched back out. Now it goes through the 18 and beyond the 6 and out of play. It'll be a goal kick that time, as Ryan Ott tried to get something going for Edina, but dismantled there on the errant pass. High in the air now at midfield, Tarleton. The guy just never seems to tire. Lofted by Edina into Husky territory, but at the 30, it's Simon who tries to work it up the field, far side, and going to jump that pass, seeing it all the way, number 7 for Edina, but quickly diffused there by the Huskies, and they transfer, and the counterattack. Casasa there moved off the ball, and looked like maybe a bit of an elbow, but they're going to let it play on. A throw in for the Huskies. They're going to pop this thing and put it on the foot of Aminga. And substitutions tonight will be so strategic. We haven't seen any just yet that I'm aware of. This game has moved quicker than a hiccup in terms of a pace. At the 18, Andover sends it back up near midfield now. Here's a chance for Casasa. Casasa, he has Schrader running with him to the left. Casasa stops there. Rolling by is Edina. Approaching the 18 far side over to Tarleton. Tarleton right now, Baraka Tarleton looking for just a small nidging of a speed. He takes it to the corner, and this is going to be a throw-in, or excuse me, there's going to be a, trying to see what the signal was obstructive. It's going to be a corner or just throw-in.
It looks like it's going to be a corner, Joe.
This will be their third corner opportunity for Andover already here in the first half. 19 minutes and counting. This one goes too long over, trying to come in that back door on the header was Andover, but unable to convert. 0 for 3 so far on those corners. Edina just happy to get it beyond midfield. And it's the Huskies who get that possession again. Regroup it here. Seifert is sent with a shot there and an elbow, and it'll be a free kick here for Eklund. And he will take this one at about the 30-yard line. Huskies, another opportunity here on some set pieces. Let's see what they can do here as they're all lined up at the 18. All players for the most part. Eklund strikes the ball through here and just too far beyond, unable to optimize that opportunity of the Huskies. And
so one thing I'm seeing, Joe, is there's two very, very good teams, and the ball is coming off their feet, and they're just not able to settle the ball because of the fast pace. The pace is much stronger than it has been in other games in the season. We'll see, and that whoever tires first is really going to be the one that will be at the disadvantage.
Left foot kick defensively there for Andover. Tarleton drops it back there for Eklund. Eklund sends it to Simon back to about the 25, and then they'll restart it upfield again. I believe number 9 is now in for Edina. I didn't see who came out in place of number 9. Throw in comes to the way here of Lindbergh on the throwdown for Edina. But the Huskies get possession back, not for long as it's deflected now on the foot there of Ott. A deflection by a good defensive play by Tarleton. Deflects it high in the air at midfield. Here's a run. A chance now for the Huskies. They're at the 30. Moving it down far side of the field. A through ball to Casasa. Just missed as he just maybe a stride ahead of his foot and his stride itself for Casasa. So that'll be out of play and awarded a goal kick. Substitution first there for the Huskies coming in. Is that number 5?
That's Haglund, yep.
Nathan Haglund, a sophomore that certainly head coach Andy Lynch has spoken well of. Andover in that 4-3-3. And you can see it here is Tarleton there out to play. Schrader throws it down the line. Good throw in, way down the line. And Edina just trying to guide that ball out of play. And now they're going to call a whistle and a foul on Casasa. And you could see that throw in. I like that thought by Schrader as the sophomore rolled it perfectly. And then Casasa was just trying to get around it, but to no avail. He was whistled for that foul. Way deep in the Edina corner now is on the free kick off the chest there of Schrader. Schrader just trails as they try to put some pressure. Back behind now. 11 brings it upfield. That is Smith. Losing that on a transition at midfield and coming back the other way here. Andover. Let's see what they can get going. Fresh legs right here on the field for the sophomore that just entered the game, Haglund. A turnover for the Huskies at about the 50. Now back the other way. Here comes Edina trying to create some space. They may have it there. No, Eklund in the right spot, right time to Tarleton. Good footwork, moves around. Tries to get a through ball down to the far side to Haglund, but that's stepped in front there by Edina. Both teams exchanging the ball a few times here between the 40s. And now it's Edina on the move down. Throw in awarded to the Hornets. And this will be a throw in at about the 20-yard line. The Andover 20-yard line. We're under 15 in this first half remaining, and it is a throwdown, exciting, fast-paced game as we expected. Both teams want to apply that pressure, and that first goal could change that tempo for one of the other team here, whoever gets that first one tonight. Down the line, it's play there by Andover, and now it'll be whistled a throw in for the Huskies. Quickly doing that on the far side. Haglund gets a foot on it, and then Edina's right behind him, sends it in. It bounces once just inside the 18, and then collected cool and calmly by the All-State goalie Meyer. Meyer, left foot kick. The kid can kick it left foot, right foot. And he lands this left foot kick at about the 40 of Edina. Tarleton goes down hard, and as a result, his kick kind of goes awry and out of play, and a throw in awarded to the Hornets. Hornets on this throw in. Ott drops it right there. Kicks aside now. Moving it up, the header here. Seifert. And moving that through. A race to that puck on the far side of the puck, the ball. And you could tell I covered some hockey this day. And down the near line. Trying to control footwork. Both these teams are so well matched, Jim, against one another here at the 50. I mean, the turnovers are a result of just outright hustle and the quickness and the tactics by both of these squads.
Yeah, and the free balls, they're the free balls. There's a turnover right there, Joe.
Chance now moving up 7 at about the 10. He's at the 18, moves inside, trying to get it, and Eklund pickpockets him off the foot right there and puts it right on the shoe of Tarleton. Tarleton to Casasa. Casasa wants a through ball. Nope, that's redirected there by Edina, but put right on the foot of Tarleton near the 18. There's a chance now as it hits the hand. A handball there for the Huskies as it took that bounce. A nice pass on the backside of the foot there by Schrader. It hit about the 18, and then it hit the hand. I believe it was of
Aminga.
It was Aminga.
Yeah, and what happened is just it just spun differently on the turf, and jumped up and hit him in the hand. He was trying to position himself for to turn around for a shot.
Maybe that's what we should call the handball inside the 18. That's an Aminga. And that's what happened there. Chance now moving it back down. Here comes Schrader. Sets up a great through ball there, but going to the far corner is Edina, just trying to get rid of that ball without it being a corner kick. So it's awarded as a throw-in for the Huskies with 11:45 to go in this first half. No score between these two teams. Quarterfinal matchup. It's Edina taking on the Andover Huskies. Huskies with an exciting 1-0 win over Blaine to win Section 7 3A. Last rankings, Jim, I believe, had Edina as ranked as the number 5 team.
Yeah, they come in as a 4 seed too, and obviously Lake Conference is solid when you got Wyzetta.
Throw in there, by the way, hit and headed back out. Now back to midfield. Seifert jumps up there and have a missed kick there by the Huskies, but they come back to pick it up on the far side. That's Joey Karp, 34, who is now in. Karp on the far side. There's a shot that rolls. Didn't quite hit it. Hit the turf before they hit the ball. That was Aminga. Easy pickup, and now a punt via the way of the kicker here, the keeper, Onsen here. So for Edina, going high. Here's a quick transition time for Edina inside the 18 quickly. They try to center near the 6, coming out and just reading it. He's got such a great break on that ball, Meyer. Fast, comes off that line, and some great hands. You're not going to see him bobble it. We saw in the final probably 5-10 minutes of that Blaine game, he's got the hands of a surgeon even when he's being bracketed and contact occurs at that 6, but just great hands. And another part of his game, he's got every tool so developed as a keeper, does Meyer. For the Huskies as their keeper. Now here comes Schrader. Near side field, cuts, redirects. He's taken to the turf, and we're going to get no whistle. He picks it back up. Schrader, left foot kick, far side erase there. Simon's not going to get there. It's going to roll out of play. And boy, it looked for a minute there like Schrader was launched onto the field. And tough to see that. I thought we were going to get a free kick, but to no avail. Under 10 minutes, in fact, 9:20 to go in this first half. Goal kick coming here from the 6.
I think, Joe, the Huskies have created more opportunities than Edina. I think the quality opportunities are even, but the Huskies have really controlled the ball.
Goal kick was out to midfield. Now quickly throw in for the Huskies and Tarleton. Gets it to Aminga. Tarleton works around, circles back. He'll drop it there for the Huskies and Menzel. Cutting up Seifert to the field. Moving it there, and it'll be a throw-in for Edina. Joey Karp again on that far side with his size. Trying to disrupt any progress here for Edina. The throw-in's going to come at about the 35 at the time he releases. A header to the far side of the field. Another header that time will out of play. A throw-in for the Hornets here with 8 and change to go in the first half. These two evenly matched teams really going toe-to-toe in this first half. Getting everyone positioned on this throw-in. A chance here to go from the throw towards the 6. That's what they'll do. They're looking at the 6. A header back out, controlled at the 18 by Edina. They'll chip it right back in. Look and see if they can get a redirect. And good job defensively there by Andover, especially the header out by Van Giem defensively. Throw in near side of the field just in front of us again. Edina getting there first. Manet there, and now a throw in once again. And taking that throw in, as he has most of them, number 6, Ryan Ott. Ott throws it between the 18 and the 6. They both scramble, a header, and it rolls right on goal, and Meyer is there. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in this first half. A battle here as Tarleton has it now at midfield, drops it down low. Mensah will get it back, but he moved back a little too far and then lost possession. Coming back up near midfield, trying to control this play here as Edina settles that ball, and they're actually going to call a foul on the Huskies and a free kick at midfield for Edina.
Yeah, that was Eklund who wrapped his arms around Ott, and pretty easy call.
Free kick here, though, as you can see. They'll want to do everything quick to try to catch Andover off guard. That free kick was Ott, Thomas Ott. Now here comes a transition. A counterattack diffused there by Edina at midfield. Good footwork, and they get around the defender. And now down the line, and race to the ball ensues, and we'll get the offside.
Andover's got their starters coming back in. They've got Bammy Casasa coming back in. And I believe that's Schrader, too.
Casasa on the season, 10 goals, 8 assists. Minga, 7 goals, 4 assists. Tarleton, 14 goals, 11 assists. Schrader's been one of those players that has been trending along with Bammy. They both put up a couple of goals and a couple of assists in the postseason. And for Tarleton, well, he's Tarleton. He's just always producing. Here's a shot that stays low. Frustrated he didn't get everything on that one for the Huskies. That was just outside the 18, gathered in by the Edina keeper. And this will be a punt here with 5 minutes to go in this first half for Edina. And Austin. Tarleton looking for a through ball here quickly to the Husky forward, and finally it'll be a throw in once again. He was really trying to connect that time on that through ball to Hagelin. Fresh legs in here, as you mentioned, Jim.
Yeah, so Schrader comes in along with Hennessy and Casasa and Bammy.
Not much of a break out there as they have that firepower back out there. And Tarleton turns, fires, and sends this one high. Just hasn't had a chance to even to unleash that leg of his. That one he just tried maybe just to get it out there or see what could transpire. But it'll throw in on the near side of the field for Edina. A header scrambled there back at the 50 now midfield. Good job by Seifert there. Menzel sends it into about the 30. He comes in with a flying header and sends it down the field. They wanted the Edina crowd some sort of whistle, but none to be had. It was all clean.
They
did end up having.
They're going to have a yellow card too to Mensa.
So Mensa collects that yellow, but
no yellow.
No yellow.
Just a firm talking to.
Free kick. Edina from about midfield. Tarleton elevates with that header and moves it upfield, but as a result, unable to settle it was Edina, and it'll be a throw-in for Mensah. Mensah at about the 30 throws it down the line. Trying to put a back pass, no look that time, Casasa, but it ends up on the foot of Edina. Here's a deep through ball that's going to roll out of play, and with that, a goal kick awarded to the Huskies and Meyer. We are under 3 minutes, Jim, in this third period, and boy, it's like a heavyweight match. They exchange punches, they exchange opportunities, and both of them still look fresh out there.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is the defense has done, on both sides, has done a great job of covering up, especially on the backside. There's really no room to breathe when you get inside the 18.
Meyer keeps this one low. skips it all the way about midfield. Edina unable to control. Quick throw in now. Tarleton in ahead to Casasa. Tries to feed it down low. Defense is there waiting just in front of the 18. And now back again on the far side of the field. Transition time now as they drop it back, kind of mini reverse. And this is going to go right into the midsection. Time of Meyer, who was waiting about a step inside the 18. You can see his confidence, and he plays that field as just out there. They can trust him and use him and drop it back and reverse field. But also what you can't hear from up here is this communication. He's like a quarterback instructing where the players are. Good set up here. Love that. Down through. Here's a through attempt trying to consider it. At the 18 now. Huskies moving in. Eklund moved off, and just as
Eklund's going to get called for a free kick on that one. And that was...
Yeah, Eklund came in, and you had Karp moving in on that far side, and then they whistled it a little bit late, right at the 18. So a free kick awarded to Edina. And their keeper will take this, Onsen. A minute remaining here in this opening half. The free kick is a header. Tarleton there. Tarleton picks this up. Now moves it up at midfield. Tries a pass there, but that shuts the door on the avenue. Far side, Eklund trying to kick it over. Here's the chance now for the Huskies moving in at the 18. Far side, getting ready to reverse field. Set it up, gets to the 6, and it's diffused there by Edina as they send it out on the far side of that field. That may have been Bammy, I believe.
It was Bammy. Bammy just has speed over there, and there's a mismatch that the Huskies need to take advantage of.
Here comes Tarleton. He wants to pull the trigger. He does, but it's blocked right at the 18. Close to a handball there. Still with it. 15 seconds left. Huskies. They're going to send it back in, and the pass to Casasa goes just under his foot as he tried to stop it, trap it at the 18, and this will take us to the half. All that's left is a goal kick here, but I don't think it's going to be had. We are midway through this quarterfinal matchup. Class 3A state tournament play, Jim, and your thoughts so far?
You know, this is a classic 4-5 matchup. Both teams evenly matched. You know, I see Andover. The first 5 minutes looked a little scary for Andover. They settled down. They're getting the passes. They're getting opportunities. They've just got to figure out a way to turn around and finish.
We'll send it back to the studio, but we will return with the second half play of this match. Coming your way on QCTV, it's the Huskies in Edina. No score after the midway mark of this match. 2022 quarterfinal state tournament action, boys high school soccer. The Huskies in Edina in a battle, a tough battle tonight, 0-0. I'm Joe Rulin, along with Jim Childs. This is AO audio only coming to you with QCTV as we take a quick look at the brackets, because we've also had some updates that have transpired on that bracket since we last saw them, Jim.
Yeah, Woodbury won tonight against the Rosemont High School. Woodbury came in as a 3 seed, a 1-0 win, and they will take on Maple Grove at the bank on the 1st. They will be a 10 a.m. start. This one, the winner of this, will be an 8 a.m. start against Wyzetta on the 1st. So good cup of Joe in the morning, huh?
Love it. Perfect. In fact, I still remember the first time that they had a soccer game at U.S. Bank. It was Andover who played.
Yeah.
I forgot who they were playing, but
Yeah.
it was the boys team as well. Paul Young, part of that coaching staff as well back then, and brought them on. It was really a cool experience to have
2016.
That first,
And they actually won the game. That first quarterfinal, went to the semis, lost, and then lost in the third place game, but had a good opportunity. I remember hearing feedback of the student section being on the sunny part of U.S. Bank and it being a little warm over there.
It was, it was something that playing there with that sun out, it gets so hot on that field.
Yep.
And you could tell the fans in the stands also with that. But tonight we have plenty of fans in the stands here. We're at White Bear Lake High School, a great venue for the quarterfinals. They've had a series of games here, as I mentioned, in girls soccer just before this one. Edina took home a 4-0 win over Centennial, and they now will take that 4-0 win to the bank and play in the semifinals. Meanwhile, the Huskies, they've been getting at it. They've had some through balls, they've had some set pieces, but they have yet to get one by this Edina goalie and the defense, as they have them squared up in a 0-0 tie.
True to the Andover Husky form, they're leading in goal kicks 3-0 over Edina. They've been a couple of there was a free kick right outside the box for Edina. Good opportunity there. They hit that one a little long. I think that was Cruz that hit that one over. And then they had a give and go that Meyer made a great save on, keep it at 0-0. But really, those are the only two chances that Edina has had.
We are getting ready at midfield here, so visualize. It's the Huskies moving right to left in their white uniforms. Edina sends it back deep. They're moving left to right, and so it will be a throw-in for Andover on a misguided kick there by Edina. And let's see which team can jump out front early, as Kasaka that time chases to the ball, but unable to get there, and sending this back deep and beyond midfield, giving chases Bammy. We got Bammy on our near side here. He was on the far side in that first half. This is sent right back out by Edina, and it'll be a throw-in for Andover. And as a head coach for the Huskies, we had a chance to speak with Andy Lynch before. I believe this is his second year, but he said we've got to execute our patterns. And I wrote that down. We need to be able to execute those patterns as we run, on those throughs. And we have those set. We just need to be able to execute. And let's see what they can do here and formulate a goal here. This is probably going to be, obviously, like the others, a one goal. Here's a chance through, perched ahead. Schrader has it at the 18. Offside is the call.
Yeah, he was well offside. He was he had his motor going a little bit ahead of where Kasasa and that ball was when it stopped. So
I gotta love, though, that in the back of their head, that speed of the Huskies, so dangerous. And I remember Al Davis used to have the wide receivers for the Raiders just sprint by, because he was all about speed, right? All about full throttle. And he'd have them run by the defensive backs during pregame time and time again.
Yeah.
And that's what that reminded me of, is, hey, we're going to show you how explosive we can be on the field. Right now, the Huskies try to move it upfield from their own 20. On the far side, here's a chance now. Recircling is Edina. They have possession. It drifts back to near midfield. Coming back is Casasa with some pressure there. Bammy also kind of sears it off, and now pinching up as well is Simon. Far side now reversing the field, Edina. They're at about the 20. They'll perch it down the side and get in there and almost trying to cut off in front. Unable to make that play defensively. I believe that was Seifert. Throw in for Edina here on the far side. Can't quite make out that number. Throw in down to about the 10 now. Near the outside of the 18. Chirp it ahead. Here's a chance coming out. Meyer comes out and makes a clean save and rolls and collects it. A little chirp through ball on that far side, and he explodes off that line. You hesitate for a hiccup, and you give the offense the advantage. Coming back at the 18, Edina trying to create an avenue to shoot. Launching this one and just off the mark as watching Meyer out there. He didn't want to have to get for that ball. It was now they say it was deflected. And what are they going to do here? Is it a corner? It is a corner.
Yep.
So you said in that first half we thought it was a corner, but this will be a legit corner opportunity in the first for Edina. Just underway here. 36 minutes remaining from the corner. Approaching, deflected a header this time by Tarleton. Gets beyond the 18. A secondary header now inside the 18, trying to navigate it out. Perched out of the 18 by Andover. Now a header back in. Marking this up, taking it off the chest for the trap and sending it high near midfield. Are the Huskies. Aminga tried to get possession. Now on the counterattack back, here comes Edina, far side. At the 18 on the far side of the field, they'll unleash this, and this will clearly go way beyond the goal. And the goal kick awarded.
Now it's a corner.
There's another corner. Tough to see it from this, or I'm going to have to work on my prescription.
No, it went off. It was a deflection off one of the defensemen. Edina has come out with definitely a sense of urgency in the first 5 minutes of this half.
Corner here. Now a chance. Number 12 for Edina approaches. Strikes the ball. It's between the 6 and the 18. Huskies are there first. A couple of swats. And it's moved out beyond the 18. And now they're going to call a foul on the Huskies. Free kick awarded to Edina from about the 30-yard line. Taking a look here at this free kick is number 12 and Drew Cruz. Now 22, and Thomas Sieve. Chirped ahead, a header right there right at the 18. Good job. Here's a counterattack quickly. Perched it ahead. Casasa now, a good pitch by Schrader ahead. Casasa is there. He drops it to the far side to Bammy. Bammy wants to set up a cross, and this one just a little too much behind the ball, and it ends up behind the net. But that all started from the header on that free kick by the Huskies. It went to Schrader. Schrader then put it on the foot of Casasa.
I didn't see who that hit, whether it was Dominga or Casasa, but both hustling down there and good reaction by the Huskies.
Awesome here is just on that goal kick, lofts it down to about the 35 of Andover, and now they're awarded a throw-in as Edina. Lofted high, header from behind by Andover, working it up the field at their own 20. Now they're about the 40. A chance at midfield now. Casasa tries to perch it ahead and does to Tarleton. Tarleton had it and looking on that near side to Aminga. Just deflected back a bit. A good read. And Tarleton can see, hey, all these players gravitating towards me as I'm coming upfield gives me a great opportunity to one-touch pass it out to the side, and he almost connected Jim that time.
Yeah, he did, and really the defense positioning of the Edina is they pinched up, and they're really having the Andover's really having an opportunity to get that through ball. Nice positioning.
You got it. Midfield header there by Edina after the goal kick by the Hornets keeper. They'll move it down the line on Andover with the throw-in. To the head, a header here, and another throw-in awarded after it goes off of Edina. Casasa, that far side, now trying to put it on the foot of Aminga. Working it upfield even just a bit more. It's settled by Cypher. They reverse field and now send it to Simon here at the near side. Simon, good footwork there, put it between the legs of the Hornet player. Bammy, and now back to Simon. Simon pivots back. And just missing on that connection to Tarleton. Good move, good way to matriculate that ball up the field by Simon.
We'll have to take a timeout to find out what matriculate means by Webster.
Here's a free kick for Andover at about the 42 of Edina. They'll line up at the 18. Nice kick. This is going to have some contact on it at the 6. It dribbles back and off of a couple of defenders. Seifert goes up high. He's knocked to the field, and this will be a free kick once again for Andover at about the 30-yard line of Edina.
Yeah, palms up by Edina, number 2, the Adeline.
And, you know, we saw that start that second half executing the patterns. You can see that as Eklund approaches this. Ahead, looking to get behind, reflected a one-time on the kick approach there by Bammy. He misses. That was just inside the 18, directed back out to midfield. To the far near to Bammy. Bammy, fire that back up. You can see Aminga also part of this equation as well. Tarleton gets after it, continues with it. Now they raise the flag on the far side. A throw in for Edina. It's awarded to the Hornets.
Well, both halves, the Hornets have come out and really dominated the first 5 to 7 minutes, and Andover takes that punch and lands a counter punch. So, and Andover again, they're just a good job of adjusting to what Edina's doing.
Edina working it down a trip. That's an easy call there. Just tried to get the ball, but took down the Edina player. It'll be a free kick at the Andover 32 here with 30 minutes to go. They keep moving it in play. Here's a chirp pitch to the 18, trying to catch the Huskies off guard. And I think they caught their own teammate off guard as it turned around, and there was the ball, and to no avail. I thought what was interesting, we were talking to Coach Andy Lynch before the game as well, was 37 fouls were committed on Andover by Blaine in that section championship, and it's just like, I'm thinking safety of the players, and that's kind of what happens with Tarleton with his size and athleticism, and he runs between those boxes. They just rarely will they have that yellow come out, but he takes a pounding, as do most of the Husky players with those fouls. Again, 37 fouls is an immense amount.
Yeah, and we mentioned it when you and I made the call on that game, that it was just a very physical game that felt like there was intent.
Midfield here, sent ahead by Andover, trying to connect there with Bammy at about the 25. It's cleared and out of play. A throw-in awarded to Andover. They have it now at about the 35, and that's Eklund. Eklund puts a back of the foot pass on the side here. Near side comes Simon. Simon, pretty crafty player to Eklund. Eklund gets some spacing, puts a shot through, trying to hit a through ball inside the 18 to the 6. A race to that ball pursues here, and it's sent out of play by William Van Geem, a senior defender. Throw in will go to Edina. 28 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Throw in. Chance here for Edina. Maybe some sort of cross from a throw in as they approach. Still waiting. Everyone finally sit. They're about midway between the 18 and the 6, the majority of the players. This is lifted through on the bounce. Nice job. I didn't get a number on that for Andover, but he got a foot on it and moved it out.
Yeah, we'll have a free kick for Andover, too, now.
One of those unsung heroes in that back line, though, is certainly Van Geem, an experienced backliner who just, you so rarely see him get beat. Rarely do the 1v1s happen, and that's what many people think is the only chance to really beat this Husky squad is those 1v1s. But even when you do get it against Meyer, it's not always a guarantee. Header here. Van Geem down the field. Now moving in, and now they'll call the whistle, and a foul has been whistled. This Edina was moving in towards the 18. It seemed like a late whistle, but nonetheless, they give it a whistle and a free kick by Seifert to the far side to Eklund. Eklund is taken down there on a trip. Goodness. Hard fall there.
Yeah, they stopped the clock.
Stop the clock with 27:03. And he gets a yellow.
Yep.
Fritz enters the match for the Hornets.
The yellow is awarded. Signaled there, and now.
So Cohen Fritz comes in for Edina. And did not see. Did you see who got the yellow, Joe? I could not see the number.
That was the far side of the field. Tough to get a look.
So that was Adalin.
Around the 50. Nope, they'll drop it back to closer now to the 45 on this free kick. Eklund sends it. It goes near the 18. A header. Far side. 16. Another header. Loose ball and triggered there and not getting all of it, but just missing it under the outstretched arms of the goalie for Edina as Tarleton that time hit a bouncer.
Yeah. He had it lined up. He just mishit it. And he was about, so what do you say, about the 12 or 16, did you say, Joe?
Correct.
It was, it
just
was
inside that 18, and yep. Some conversation happening here.
We got another yellow coming now.
And a yellow is coming the way, and they'll stop that clock, 26:41.
See, they're going to have a discussion with the linesman.
And a hard push from the back is what the linesman is signifying. And he's identifying the player. Maybe a yellow coming the way of Van Geem. He seems to have his hands out.
Palms up usually means. No, actually they're looking at Seifert.
Yep, Seifert will get that yellow. So there'll be a player down.
Well, Mensa comes in, isn't it? Or did they give him a red?
I hope that wasn't a red, because then he is done for the game and they're shorthanded for the game.
Now Mensa's coming in. Yep. Explanation going out to Coach Lynch over there.
So they get things squared away here. Hey, as this game extends and grows older, you can feel the intensity grow and enhanced here by both squads. 26:41 is remaining here in the second half. We're still looking for that first goal. Couple of yellows, one on each squad. And finally, it's Edina who sends it down. And Edina now down to far side at the 20-yard line. A through ball here. Almost nice play. Hagelin that time, because on the back side was an opportunity for Edina. Here comes Tarleton. Tarleton being chased. Moving down and being fronted there and shadowed by Edina. Moved off the ball that time by 15. And this is going to be a corner kick opportunity. Let's see if the Huskies can capitalize on this Tarleton, that speed, and then The pressure there by number 15 for Edina and Liam Gary that moved it beyond that goal line. So here we go.
So Seaford back in for the Huskies as he moves up.
Corner, Eklund, elevating, rebound, loose ball inside the 6. On the rebound, the Huskies still trying to get there, and it's lofted high and in the air at about the 30. Seaford needs to be careful. They cannot afford to lose a player for the game and be a player down for the remainder of the game, which transpires with that red. So they'll drop here, and also I've been looking here to see who that call on the yellow was for Edina, because that's the same situation with them as well. So
free kick for Edina goes into the zone, settled by Edina.
25 minutes, just under. And a throw-in awarded to the Huskies' far side. Down that line, they always say throw it because that's what happened. It goes out of bounds, and they get it back off of Edina, and another throw-in. They picked up about 25 yards.
Yeah, that was a throw-in that was about 25 yards down underneath.
Controlled on that throw-in by Edina. Here they come on the counter. The counter pressure here, but windmilled and put down on the turf on that far side. Was that might have been Schrader, I think. Dylan Schrader.
Yeah, he got high load on that one. That was
a helicopter blade twirl.
Yep.
With just under 24 to go here in the second half. This the last game that has not been decided in the quarterfinals for this Class 3A bracket. You get a goal, you get to take it to the bank, right? You get a chance to go to U.S. Bank for the semifinals. Down the side, faking left, coming back. A chance there. Good opportunity. Good setup. I believe that was Schrader on that far side. They'll get another corner opportunity here if it deflects off of Edina.
Schrader's the bunny, the Energizer bunny. He is just a spark plug out there.
Corner coming up, elevating here. Traffic in front. Scores! Andover buries it back of the net on the corner, the deflection, and just inside the 6.
And that was Aminga.
Aminga picks up a critical goal. Now the strategies change and are enhanced that much more. 1 game winner on the season for Aminga. That's goal number 8. And that time, the Huskies dialed up that corner just right. They got the elevation. They got it so it didn't move beyond the box. And right at the 6, they got the initial header stopped. But some good footwork. Loose change in front. And speaking of going and taking it to the bank, that's what the Huskies did. They put it to the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, Minga, we talked about it right at the beginning of the broadcast about how the Huskies have had so many opportunities and not scored that many goals on a corner. That time they paid dividends. Well,
let's see. Strategies are going to need to change here for Edina. They're down by a goal. 22:40 to go. Let's see if they move up some of their defenders. They started in a 3-5-2 formation. You've kind of seen that altered kind of throughout the first half and in here to the second as well. And now they're going to have to start playing a little bit more downhill and take some chances. And I got to tell you, if you're Andover, you are glad you got Meyer between the pipes.
Absolutely. And Van Giem and those defenders back there, that back line is just so good.
Seifert needs to be careful also. We don't need a red on him. And now through down is Eklund. Eklund sends it all the way back, Edina, and here's a kick out of the box here by the keeper for the Hornets. Takes it up near midfield. Through ball opportunity, but Van Giem has that off and taken a couple of steps back. And securing that is Nolan Meyer. Meyer sends this punt almost to the 30 of Edina. And sent right back again. Edina trying to create some pressure down the line. Latest poll had the Edina in terms of the top 10 rankings as the number 5. Quick
Hagelin comes in.
substitution
Yeah,
here.
Hagelin comes in for Casasa, gives Casasa a breath. He's been just a power in the center this second half. He has used his size wisely.
And you probably don't see it in that score sheet, but when you have Tarleton anywhere near the 18, in the 18, near the 6, and on those corners, he's absorbing some serious attention. Speaking of which, Tarleton on the far side now to Schrader. Schrader, good cut. He's knocked down, and they're going to keep playing through. Almost a through attempt there. And Chance Bammy now inside, and now they're going to whistle him for the offside.
Yeah, Hagelin was a couple of steps just ahead, unfortunately, for the Huskies.
Kick here from the keeper. Hornets. The header is missed 2 in a row by the Hornets and ends up on the foot of Simon. Reciprocating back is Edina taking it down the near side on the 18, just outside the 18. It's moved in, and the result here is going to be a throw-in. Nope, a goal kick for the Huskies.
Really nice job by Simon just to keep his composure. He's got two Hornets around him, and he was able to knock it off one of the attackers.
Joe Rulin and Jim Childs, AO. Audio only, brought to you through QCTV on a gorgeous night at White Bear Lake High School. An excellent facility here, hosting much of the quarterfinal actions here for each of the classes. This Class 3A right now, Tarleton battling there. He's knocked to the turf. And finally they call that foul. It's been a while. Are they going to call the foul, or is it a throw-in?
That's a foul.
Yeah, it will. I'll tell you, the wear and tear. It's almost like a shack attack sometimes.
Yeah.
His size
You're
and
right.
his athleticism and his agility draws it. So here's a golden opportunity here for the Huskies to extend a lead. And there's a timeout and a discussion going on here at the 18. 19:04 to go as the Huskies were lining up for the free kick at the 18.
Yeah, there's pushing and shoving that went on, and Tarleton hit the ground. Let's see what, I don't know, it doesn't look like there's...
Just probably a warning to both sides to calm it down. Eklund now waits. He's at about the 35-yard line. He approaches. Free kick now on the backside. That's going to be a corner opportunity for Andover as it drifts off of the head of Edina and beyond the goal line. 18:50 and counting.
Got a couple of substitutions coming in. Casasa coming in. Good timing on that. And Hennessy come in. Aminga and Bammy go out. Goal scorer goes out, but getting Casasa back in there for this corner is smart move by Lynch.
Here we go. Approaching the 18-minute mark. Another opportunity to extend this one-goal lead. Coming hard from the back door. They're the Huskies, but it deflects high, and it's out of play. A throw-in awarded to Andover. They're at about the goal line from the football field standpoint. Throw-in. Looks to be Simon on that far side. Inside there, drifted off, and what are they calling it?
They're calling it offsides, I think.
I think it may be a corner. I think they're
it
getting
is.
another
Yeah,
corner.
You're right.
I think that's corner number 5 this half for Andover. Under 18, Eklund will approach the corner. This time, Andover will start in between the 18 and the 6. They're going to align Hennessy right there to try to block the goalie. Back door here. A header that's deflected back out beyond the 18. Edina is there, and there's a player down for Edina after a collision at the 6. So they'll stop the clock. 17 minutes, 30 seconds. So far, the difference maker has come from Casasa. And they'll attend to the injured Edina player. Can't make out the number just yet. as his back is to the turf. Thanks for joining us, and boy, this has been a thriller from the opening kick.
It's been well played by both teams, and there's been a little chippiness, but that's part of the competitive nature of both the teams and what's at stake in the quarterfinals.
So they're going to tend to the player. He's sitting up. And the speed and precision of which this game has been played, this match has been played, is phenomenal. As they match each other. And
I think two heads hit. I think two heads hit or an elbow and a head hit.
Trying to still find a number. It might be 15. Is that Liam Gary? And let's substitute back in now for
it's Jackson Parrish that's going out for them. The defense.
Jackson
the starter, yeah.
Parrish is a big
Senior,
loss.
Yep.
Top scorer for Edina. But let's see here. Free kick, and we're set. Back underway. Clock is running. Approaching 17 minutes remaining. Tarleton a little dancing with the stars, moving there. And now down the near line to Simon. Simon drifted back to Van Geem. Van Geem to Seifert. They reverse field. Nope, they're going to take it right up the middle by Seifert. A header attempt there. Puts it right there. Schneider was cutting in. Down to the field there, and now still with it. Schneider still has it alive. Chirps it ahead. Tries to get a through attempt, and at the 6, a diving save. A combo dive slide by the Edina keeper.
Yeah, Austin was right there with Casasa breathing down his neck.
And Schrader did an excellent job of extending that possession and creating some opportunities. Moving in, disrupted. Coming up on the 18, looking to unleash a shot as Edina. It's disrupted and sent back out to about the 20. Edina trying to get the numbers, trying to get the avenue, moving through, trying to disrupt just outside the 18, and the Huskies force it all the way back to about the 40. They try to bracket that save and moves it upfield. Now Seifert wants to send it up. Schrader that time blocked it. And it goes down far to the corner. Far side corner. Try to bring it back into the 6. Just redirected and sent back out. And it'll be a throw-in awarded to Edina. As we are under 16. A 1-0 lead for Andover.
A lot of bodies out in front inside that box.
Near the edge of the 6, a couple of headers. Now at the 18, Edina tries to header. About 4 headers in a row. Finally, it sees turf. Out to the side. Schrader trying to pick it up, and a good pass by Schrader all the way down the side there. And a chance for 5, and Hagelin on a good burst, but a good lead through ball that time by Schrader.
I think Casasa took a chin to his head.
Under 15 to go, throw it. For the Huskies, far side of the field. Pickpocketed there and pulled away by Edina. They get to the midfield and center of the field at that. Near side, this is chipped ahead down to about the 30. Redirected back out. Here comes Tarleton. Tarleton challenges there, but it still remains with the possession to Edina at the 30 of Andover. They're moving it down far side, inside the 18 along the corner. Chirping it out in front. That was a handball if they saw that, but they'll call a corner. The last thing you want is a handball in that spot, but sometimes that may have seen it as a incidental component with it as well. So we are going to get stoppage. Time stoppage. Player coming out. I think you're right.
Yeah, Casasa will come out.
They want to get him checked out. And I'm not sure if there's blood that needs to be cleaned on that or what transpired. Maybe they saw something that may have been concussed.
Yeah. So Bammy back in for the Huskies.
14-14 remaining. Second half, 1-0 lead. Corner kick for Edina, lifting it up, and hands of a surgeon brings it down. Keeps it up top, and I'll tell you, that kid is so poised.
Myers is cool, calm, and collected.
A left foot kick, this one sent high near midfield. Bammy has it bounce in front of him, and it falls out of play. Now under 14, Edina on the throw in, near side. The Hornets trying to create an opportunity there. Player down is Van Geem. He's still down. He's going to need to get back. They're short a defensive player right now as he cannot get back to help out. Good scrap, good feisty play there for the Huskies. But Schrader had it, but now they said it'll be a throw in for Edina at about the 25. Van Geem gets back into play. He's back in between the 18 and the 6. Tripped up, disrupted, and here's a chance if the Huskies can get there first because Tarleton was trailing on the play there. And now a throw in for Andover. A couple of good opportunities here for Haglin. As Aminga comes in, Schrader will take a bench, regroup, refuel with 12:50 to go here in the second half. Andover retains a 1-0 lead on the goal by Aminga. Another throw in near the midfield line, and here we go. Jumping in front of that, and now a spin back. This high midfield by Van Geem. Here comes Edina, back the other way, a header, sent back up by Van Geem to midfield, but Edina sends it right down the line. Here's a run and a chance from outside the 18. No one on the backside to capitalize on that center attempt. A crossing opportunity there. Good hustle by Edina, good ball. That time by Gary, but no one on the backside. At the right spot for Edina. Charging in here. Another rush. Down below. Moving it. Edina at the 20. A left foot kick inside the 18. Directed back out. Tarleton moves it back out to the 35. Charging on. Putting pressure. This one near the 18. Coming through. Van Geem. Outstanding play. As he's down again. And there's a shot that's handled by Meyer, but before the shot, we had a Andover player down and several players now tying their shoes, using that time.
Yeah, Van Geem, discussion with the referee.
And a good job there, you see, by Meyer, trying to just calm him.
Yeah.
Calm and stay within 11 minutes. And just under now, there's a nudge from the back by Edina on the Husky player at the 50. That was on Haglin. A header back, Seifert with that, sent it to the 30. Trying to settle. Eklund there. Disrupts momentum coming there. And here comes Tarleton back. Midfield moves it beyond just midfield to Haglin. Haglin looks for a little give and go down the near side. Here's a run. A tackle? No, near close to a tackle on that far side on Aminga. And nonetheless, it'll be a throw-in for Andover. A chance to extend their 1-0 lead as we're approaching 10 minutes remaining in this match. Edina forces the pressure and brings it upfield, and Andover forced to chip it out, and a throw-in now back for Edina. Working it down the field and down the line is Edina. On the field, a Husky player there, but quickly back up. The reverse field does Edina now in front of us at near side at the 30. Edina takes it down the line, but Van Geem there to seal it off, but it'll be a throw-in opportunity as it rolls out of play.
Nice shot, yeah. Van Geem, nice, really nice defensive play. On that last one, just to get that out of the center.
A throw in, backside, good job of controlling. A header at the 6, now gets out near the 18, and now Andover gets it out ahead to Haglin. Haglin gets a nice header, a little mojo motion towards midfield, and Edina picks it up. So obviously pulling up their defense now is Edina to put more pressure. Still in play, looking to unleash a shot there to no avail. No, they're going to call a foul on Andover. That'll be a free kick. Seifert cannot contest that too long. The last thing he needs is a red. We're in single digits, 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes remaining. The Huskies with a 1-0 lead in this quarterfinal matchup, Class 3A. Ready to take a free kick here is Edina from the 25. Gearing it up. Everyone is marked up and ready to rock here as they get ready to unleash the shot. Approaching it from the 25. This one's lifted high, easily brought in that time by the Good Hands team, consisting of one player, Nolan Meyer. A left foot kick from the 18 sent up. Haglund doing a great job he's just a hiccup away. You can just tell he is just a little bit away from breaking one. And now disrupt sent back up near midfield, and Andover sends it into the 18. We're under 8 now to go. The Edina kicker moving it up the field. He sends a kick from the 25 and a nice header by Van Geen. Deflection by Edina, and it goes out of play. A throw in for Andover. Substitutions coming in now for Edina, for Andover. In fact, they'll bring in 3 players.
Casasa, Schrader, and Mensa, all 3 coming in. Bammy out. Looks like Seaford and Hennessy.
7:35 and counting. A push from behind. My goodness. Yes, they did call that. That's number 19 for Edina on that push. Tarleton. Baraka Tarleton getting ready on this free kick to launch. It'll come from about the 37-yard line of Andover. Chips it ahead near the 18. Dual headers. It deflects back in the direction of the 25-yard line of Edina. Chasing after it now and dropping it back for a kick up upfield by the defender is Edina. Trapping it, and now here's a chance moving in. Going left, right. A save by Meyer, turned away. Another follow-up on the doorstep, and Meyer comes up huge on that breakaway opportunity on that 1v1. The defender did not want to affect that and get a penalty kick. Good job by not trying to do too much, and he sure trusted Meyer, the keeper, at that point with a huge save. Corner now as a result. Edina trying to go back door on this and handling it easily that time. It was in fact Nolan Meyer. 6 and change to go here in this match. Opportunity golden that time for Edina. Under 6, Edina pushing it down the line. They're bracketed there. Haglund comes over to deflect it. It's off of Haglund, and a throw in once again for Edina. A header. Van Geen has it. Van Geen sends it to the open side of the field, and that will result at a throw in at about midfield. 5.5 now going here in the second half of this match. 1-0 for the Huskies. You might see a few flop drops happening here.
Yeah.
As you get in the air and trying to draw a free kick if they can. This is off of Edina. Oh, and I looked it to be clearly off of Edina, and apparently it's off of Andover. Throw in. Tarleton comes over to try to trap it and knocks it beyond the out of bounds area. So now they'll throw in across from the 18 here for Edina. Edina throw in at the 18, so sensitive in this area. Any touch, any disruption, loose ball. Now looking to turn, fire. This one goes up and over the top of the goal. When you have Meyer in goal, you got to think you got to be so specific, so perfect on those shots. And I'll tell you, you push it a bit too much. 4:46 to go.
Yeah, Meyer was, he's just so fluid in his positioning. He had the angle cuts. He was in the right position. Really know where to go with that shot.
They feel like you not only have to hit it perfect in the upper 90, but in that like 2% success rate. And that puts pressure on Edina and their players to force that perfection versus a kick anywhere near the goal. Jumping up there, Simon pinching that off. Nice play, but it'll roll out of play. Throw in awarded to Edina. They're not waiting. They're getting on and getting it going here. Aminga battling there. Aminga with the lone goal for Andover. A header near the 18 that deflects in. Seifert sends this back. A nice ball here. Hagelin was ready to move it in, and that's, oh, come on.
Tommy,
I'm sorry, but you can't spin around a 360 and fall to the ground on.
Tommy out for the Edina.
Here's a chance and dismantling. We'll see if they're going to give him a penalty kick here, folks. Nope, they're going to play on. Good job. Good call, because they are falling quicker. And you can see here is Edina in the last 3:30 to go. Anywhere close. This is a throw-in for Edina outside the 18 at about what would be up the 5-yard line. A header goes back. They try to send a header back in. All the pressure downfield, and if the Huskies could just get it out on the opportunity there. Good job to send it out by Domingo. Domingo there, good footwork, giving chase. Schrader, far side. Approaching 3 minutes remaining here in this match. Going toe for toe. It'll be a corner opportunity now off the deflection by Seifert as he had to seal off that play. 2:55 remaining. Left foot kick on this corner opportunity. This wings all the way out to the 18 and forcing him back. They'll chip it in front. That's a short hop, easily handled there by Meyer. Meyer will take some time here. Let his players get down the field, and then he'll launch one high in the air. A bounce at Hagelin at about the 35 of Edina. Trying to settle that ball, Edina. Moving it up ahead. A no-look pass behind, and it's going to cost him. It's out of play. 2:25 to go. 2:25 to go. It's a substitution coming in. Some fresh legs. Hennessy coming in for Hagelin. And when they do that, under 5 minutes, the team with the lead, they'll stop that clock. 2:22 to go. It's a 1-0 lead for the Huskies. They will have the throw in, and they will start that clock now. And that's knocked out of play again here by Edina. 2:10 to go. That's Eklund. Very liberal throw-in at about midfield. It appeared to be much beyond that. Edina setting it up. Everyone is playing downhill right now. If they can get a chance here, Kasaka, there a chance. He'll drop it back, and Simon gears it back up. A header by Eklund at the 40. They're going to call a free kick and award it here to,
I think it's a throw-in, isn't it?
Edina. I would prefer a throw-in. Yes, it is. Time keeps ticking now. 90 seconds remaining at the throw-in. At the 18, Andover, 1-goal lead. Aminga here, this shot over the top and way off the mark. Meyer will get ready here for this goal kick. A chance for him to send this way beyond the 50. He'll launch it. A left foot kick, and it is beyond midfield to the 45. A header back, and a nice play there. Coming up was Eklund. He sends it to the corner, all the way back to the Edina 10. We're under a minute to go. Huskies, a 1-goal lead. Schrader trying to hit Aminga on a through ball there. Getting it back is Tarleton. Tarleton's happy to take this to the corner and work the clock. 45 seconds left. He now pulls back, gets it around the defense, and then deflected off of Tarleton. And a throw-in. 35 seconds now remaining for Edina on the throw-in. They send it up near midfield and just beyond. Turning, firing. A through ball. Here's a chance coming through and diffusing it on a nice slide. A hand pass trying to bring it back. Meyer. A stop there once again by the defensive Simon. A couple of golden opportunities. 18 seconds left. Huskies with that 1-goal lead. They direct the ball back out to midfield. One last opportunity here for Edina. They get it near the 18. A header back to Simon. Simon tries to seal it off, and we have 5 seconds left. Throw in now for Edina into the 18. The throw in, high toss, and the Huskies have taken home a 1-0 win over Edina in the quarterfinals of the Class 3A state tournament. What an outstanding match.
Joe, do you need some oxygen? Because that that last minute was outstanding. How that ball got through to Meyer on that one, and he was able to save it. And just Simon, defensive line, just completely shut down Edina. We had some exciting late action here.
Holy cow. What an outstanding effort. And I'll tell you, you look and you thought, okay, Edina hasn't put up a lot of goals on the season. You know, you look and see, hey, who's that difference maker? But I'll tell you what, when you talk to, head coach Andy Lynch before the game, we're playing our game. We don't care what Edina is bringing to the plate. We are playing our game. We have an all-state keeper. We have an all-state, midfielder. And I'll tell you, that attention and that type of level of play puts more pressure on an Edina, in which they have to be that much more perfect on their execution. And unfortunately tonight for them, they couldn't, but an outstanding effort by the Edina Hornets at a tremendous venue here at White Bear Lake High School. Jim, any final words?
Yeah, so the game will be on the 1st at 8 a.m. from U.S. Bank against the number 1 seed, the Wayzata Trojans from U.S. Bank. Should be an outstanding game. And really, congratulations to the Huskies. The quarterfinals, or the semifinals, for the second time. 2016, they went to the quarterfinals as well.
Well, getting his second game winner of the season is Aminga, Paul Aminga, the game winner, coming in, well, kind of quasi at about the 22-minute mark, perhaps, of this second half. And here, look at the schedule coming up. Football coming up, Mounds View at Champlain Park. That's going to happen on the 28th. My days are going all together. That's 2 days, yes. And then the big parade, get a chance to be there. That'll be on the 28th, the big parade of little people on the 28th. We'll be at the one covering also the Grand Day Parade on Saturday, 1 o'clock in downtown Anoka. And then don't miss the Royal Ambassador coronation as well later on just after that parade. So that's what's coming up soon and often here. And what is coming here? Action and energy. What up and down excitement. I'm not going to be able to get to bed till maybe tomorrow morning as the Huskies, with an outstanding win, continue their momentum and take home a 1-0 win over the Edina Hornets in this Class 3A quarterfinal action. They advance to the bank in the semifinals on the 1st. I'm Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for CJ Luck back at the studio, Mike Bouchard as well, also Ryan Mush here, and Trinity as well back there as well. Thanks everyone for joining us. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.